Welcome to Lesson 2.5. Today we're going to talk about simple interest. Here are the learning objectives for today. Make sure you have those written down somewhere before moving on. Here's the beginning of the day problem. Make sure you read through that before moving on. So today we're going to use the simple interest equation I is equal to P times R times T to find an interest rate. This lesson is all about borrowing money, paying money back, and the fees associated with borrowing money. This is where you will learn all about interest. So what is interest? Interest is a charge for money that is borrowed. So when you borrow money, you pay back the loaner interest for borrowing that money. When you deposit money into a savings account at a bank, the bank pays you interest since the bank is borrowing money from you. So interest can be something that you have to pay or that is paid to you. The amount of money that is invested or borrowed is called the principal. If you borrow $500, that's the principal amount. It is the initial amount before any interest is added on. The rate of interest is the percent changed or earned. We also have to consider the time in years that the money is borrowed or deposited when computing interest. Main thing there is it is in years. So how do we calculate interest? Okay, we use this equation. The interest that we get is equal to the principal times the rate times the time. So the principal, that's our dollar amount. The interest rate is a percent, but we need to write it as a decimal. And then finally our time is in years. Okay, so we should have a dollar amount times a decimal times a number in years. And we can use this formula to solve for any one of these four things. So if we are given the other three, we can find the fourth. We can find interest if we're given principal, rate, and time. We can find the principal if we're given interest, rate, and time. We can find the rate if we're given interest, principal, and time. And we could find the time if we are given interest, principal, and rate. So as long as we're given the other three, we can find any of these four. So our first problem, we deposit $2,000 at USA Savings Bank. At the end of 2 years, we will have received $240 in simple interest. So what is the interest rate of this bank? So $2,000, that's our principal amount. We don't know what our interest rate is. We know that we did it for 2 years. And we know that we've got $240 in interest. So this is what our equation is going to look like. 240 is equal to 2,000 times R times 2. So now to clean this up, we can multiply 2,000 and 2 together. So we got the 240 is equal to 4,000 times R. To solve for R, divide both sides by 4,000, giving us an R value of 0.06. Now that's as a decimal, so we have to turn that into a percent. So we move the decimal to the right 2 spots, making it a 6% interest rate. Our next problem, we borrow $3,600 from the same bank for 18 months. At the end of the 18 months, we will repay $4,059 to the bank. What is the interest rate for this loan? So for this one, we have a little bit of work to do before we start putting numbers in. So $4,059, that's how much we have to pay back. That's not the interest. Okay, interest is just what we pay on top of what we borrowed. So to find the interest, we take that $4,059 and we subtract what we originally got for it, giving us an interest of $459. Okay, now we do have the principal amount of $3,600. We don't know what the interest rate is. And then the last one is 18 months. Now, we are not going to put 18 in for T, because T is only in years. So 18 months is the same as 1.5 years. So that's what I'm going to put in for T. is the amount of years, not the amount of months. So now I can clean this up a little bit. I can multiply 3,600 by 1.5, and I get 5,400. Divide both sides by that 5,400. And I get an R value of 0.085, which again, we want to turn it into a percent, so I move the decimal point over 2 spots, making it 8.5%. Go ahead and pause the video and find the interest rate for these two problems before hitting play and seeing how you did. Okay, for the first one, we should have gotten 50 is equal to 500 times R times 1. Cleaning up the right side, we'd get 500R. Divide both sides by 500, we get 0.1 is equal to R. 0.1 as a percent is 10%. Our interest rate was 10%. Second one, 200 is equal to 400 times R times 2 because it was 2 years of interest. Cleaning up the right side, we get 800 times R. Divide both sides by 800, we get that R is equal to 0.25, which is a 25% interest rate. Okay, our next one, we got Ben deposited $1,200 into a CD at a yearly interest rate of 5.5%. He got $198 in interest. How long was the CD for? So how long did it sit there? Okay, so numbers that we know, we started out with 1,200. That's our principal. Okay, we don't know the years, so that's going to be T. We've got a 5.5% interest rate. Remember, that needs to be a decimal when we put it in. So instead of 5.5, we're going to put 0.055. Okay. And then finally, we earned $198 in interest, so that's going to go over here. So our equation should be 198 is equal to 1,200 times 0.055 times T. So if we clean up the right side here, 1,200 times 0.055 is 66. Divide both sides by 66. And we get that T is 3. So 3 years it sat in that CD. Another example, we got Joanna borrow $500 at an annual interest rate of 8%. At the end of the loan, she had to pay back $530. So how long was the loan for? Okay, so again, 500 is our initial amount. I don't know what T is. My interest rate was 8%, but again, as a decimal, it would be 0.08. And then she had to pay back $530. So I need to find how much interest she paid. So I take the $530 minus the original $500 that she borrowed, and she got $30 of interest. So 30 is going to go in for I. Now, if we clean up the right side, 500 times 0.08, that's going to get us 40 times T. Divide both sides by what's in front of T, and you get that T is 3/4. Okay, so 3/4 of a year, which would be the same thing as 9 months. Go ahead and pause the video and find out how much time for each of these problems before hitting play and seeing how you did. Okay, for the first one, we should have gotten 124 is equal to 1,200 times 0.02t. Cleaning up the right side, 24t is equal to 124. Divide both sides by 24. We should have gotten 5 1/6 for t. 5 years, 1/6 of a year is the same as 2 months, because there's 12 months in a year, so 12 times a sixth gives us 2. For the second one, 25 is equal to 600 times 0.04t. Cleaning up the right side, 24t is equal to 25. Divide both sides by 24, we get t is equal to 1 1/24. And then, so that would equal 1 year and half a month, because again, 1/24 times 12 gives us half. Okay, so now we're gonna find how much interest, so we're gonna be solving for I. So now Troy deposited $400 a year at an interest rate of 3%, so as a decimal, 0.03, for 1 year, and they want to know how much interest. And so to do that, all we have to do is multiply all three of these together. So 400 times 0.03 times 1. So our interest rate, or the amount of interest would be $12. Another example here, we've got Courtney borrowed $7,500. So 75 goes in for P. We've got an interest rate of 8%, so 0.08. And borrowed it for 4 years, so we're going to put a 4 in there. And we want to find out how much interest she gained from that. So to find that, we type all of these in and multiply them together. So 7,500 times 0.08 times 4. She got $2,400 in interest. That's how much she will have to pay. So now we're going to add a little bit onto it. Now we've got a car loan for the amount of $9,000. Okay, so we're still going to start out with that $9,000. 7% interest for 3 years. Okay, we still need to use that to figure out our interest. So 9,000 times 0.07 times 3. We get that the interest is $1,890. So now the question is, if they're going to pay it off in 36 months, how much is each payment going to be? So now what we need to do is we take our principal plus our interest, so to figure out how much total we owe. So that would be $10,890. And now, to find the monthly payments, we take that $10,890 and we divide it by the number of payments, so 36. So $10,890 divided by 36. Each monthly payment is going to be $302.50. Here is the problem at the beginning completed. Make sure you read that fully before moving on.